Alright, this is definitely a difficult topic, but I'll be sharing what I recently learned about it. So we have 改 versus 改变. They both mean change, but their uses can be a little different. Before we look at a sentence, we'll quickly go over this vocab word. The word is 思维, which is thinking, like your way of thinking. 思维. So I got this sentence wrong, but this is the correct version of it. 所以你要改变你的思维。所以你要改变你的思维。改变 is correct here, but I used 改. I used 改 because I think of change when I think of 改. So then to me, change the way you think would then be 改你的思维. But I was told that's not a natural way to speak. So let's first look at when to use 改变. When using 改变, we'll want to focus on transformation, like something becoming something else, or like a change of state from one state to another. And you'll notice we'll often use it for abstract things. So for example, 改变自己. 改变自己. I would think of as transforming yourself from your former self to your newer self. 改变思维. 改变思维. So this is from our example, and since your way of thinking is more abstract and kind of like a change of state from one way of thinking to another way of thinking, I would use 改变. Now let's look at 改. And when I think of 改, I focus on these three adjectives: change, alter, and correct. And the other thing I think of is that the change is like relatively small. It's not some big abstract change. So 改时间. 改时间. To me, this is changing the time you agreed on with someone to a different time. You're correcting it to a time that you can do. 改答案. 改答案. To me, this is a small change where you're changing or correcting your answer to a different answer that you think is correct. And 改作业. 改作业. This is an example where 改 doesn't really mean change, it's just correcting. It's this correcting homework. So looking at my original sentence, 改 doesn't seem to work since we're not only dealing with an abstract concept, this is also a bigger transformation from one way of thinking to another. So 改变 would be the correct word to use in this case. So this is how I currently think of 改 versus 改变. And I'm trying to sharpen each definition once I see an example that kind of contradicts the way I think about it.